later today on the second night of a back-to-back. And Owls. Thomas is fouled, going to the line. One free throw worth 2 points for Alyssa Thomas.
That's the advantage Alyssa Thomas has, because she can guard guards, but she can also take advantage of the post. Not necessarily because of her height. Yes, she looks undersized as a post, but it's her strength. Her ability to bang on the inside really puts Satou Sabally in a tough position, and she was forced to foul.
Thomas is so excited about this format, being surrounded by a lot of shooters. The full court dynamic allows her to create numbers. Her career 65% free throw shooter. Misses there. Katie Lou Samuelson fresh into the action now for Phantom.
Well, I love Tiffany Hayes is also in, who came up with that block. She changes the game, as you see. Thomas again, but she is down there taking advantage of every mismatch she gets.
Stolen away by Hayes, lob it ahead. Thomas kept it in. But now it's numbers for Phantom. Should it push? Wide open look, Katie Lou.
And I think the key to this game is going to be which team can really control the tempo, deciding when they want to run and when they actually want to get into a little bit of set screen.
Hayes, the 6th player of the year in Las Vegas, off the bench, of course. Thomas is fed, outlet McBride, 3 in the air. Rebound Sabally. Unicorns got space. Katie Lou Samuelson with the hustle play, scraping for that rebound.
Excellent job for Katie Lou Samuelson getting after it, but I would like to see Satou maybe not settle so much for the jumper early on. And one of the things, even when I would start my game, I think it's important to start inside out than to just settle for jumpers, especially with all the excitement. It's a new league, you have the crowd. I would just say, if I was her, the adjustment would be get inside, get you a few easy buckets closer to the rim, and then start to look for the 3, because we know in 303, the 3 is always going to be there. As soon as you cross half court, you know, I can't wait for Caitlin Clark to get into this league, because she may just not even cross half court and start shooting 3s. The excitement of all these players that are also going to come to Unrivaled. When you think about Paige Becker, you know, Flage Johnson, like, it's going to be so amazing to see as this league continues to grow.
Hayes on the shimmy shake, turned over by Laces. A heads-up play defensively by Satou Sabally. The 2 Ducks back in sync. Timeout, Laces. That must bring back nostalgia for Oregon fans.
Absolutely. I love the connection between Ionescu and Sabally, and they're just getting started. Let's listen and see what the coaches are talking about in the huddle.
Unrivaled is 3-on-3 basketball. Guard, wing, forward. The Unrivaled court is 72 feet long. With an 18-second shot clock,
4.
so the action each game has 4 quarters.
Yeah, you're good. You know she's jumping every time. It's all right.
Hey, we just got to take care of the ball. That's it. We've got 4 turnovers already. We had 6 in the preseason game. You can see whenever we get, you know, our offense flowing, we can get whatever we want on that end. That's all. Just take care of the ball, get good shots. Let's go open chase. Tip right here, AT here. Kate, you right here. Hit. Chase it. As that's happening, Kate, you make your way up to the back. Tip, AT, Kate, ball screen coming off. Kate, you're popping out. Cool? AT, you're running. Setting the back screen or getting out. Yep, either. Tip, you get downhill. Hey, take care of the ball. Let's get good shots. Let's go lace on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I think it's great information for his team to get out there. They know exactly what they want to do and execute. But what do you think about Katie Lou Samuelson? She really is one of those players at her height and size able to make a big difference for them. At 6'3", she can shoot the 3 ball, but also the defensive presence. Being able to play multiple positions, they can also switch. Obviously, Alyssa Thomas is probably the only player that really causes the most problems if she ends up on.
Hayes, rise and fire connects. Tip Hayes to extend the lead. Now for Laces. Previously a 6-2 run by Phantom, feed it inside. Denial at the rim, they've got numbers now. Hayes leads, Kate Martin. Long rebound, Ionescu, looking for the trailer. Sabrina does it herself.
Nice decision there. It's moving so quickly. She's down the court before the rest of her teammates had gotten down. So she decided to keep it. I just think this game is moving so fast. Tiffany Hayes, she's a game changer because she moves so well without the ball. Her ability to guard outside, but just also getting to the basket so quickly.
Sabali spin cycle on Thomas. She likes that move as well. Chisels out space. Money Martin. Oh yeah!
You gotta love Bunny Martin, Kate Martin, just an excellent shooter. She runs the floor so well. And one of the things that Coach Wade talked about was coming into this league being in shape, and Kate has done a great job of being prepared and running the floor. Laces are on an 8-2 run.
There's no way. That's twice we've driven and gotten fouled.
Unrivaled on TruTV is brought to you by Great Taste, only 96 calories. Miller Lite, tastes like Miller time. And by AT&T, connecting changes everything. Now each team has a 60-second timeout in each half in Unrivaled and a 30-second timeout for the entire game. Here's Adam Harrington.
Offensively, take our pace. Keep driving it. I'm on the officials to call fouls, okay? And we can finish. When we get to our space and execute, we're great. Okay, here we go. Good job. Let's start with a bucket here. Let's, who we got? Yeah. Hey, let's go horns. Horns off BG. Roll, you pop, just play. Okay? You want, it don't matter. Let's go, BG. Get some work. Ghost gang on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ghost gang. Good job, Sam.
Adam Harrington played professionally in the NBA back in the early 2000s. His first professional coaching gig, shooting coach with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He was key in the shooting development of Kevin Durant, who was on social media last night hyping up Unrivaled. KD's bought it on Unrivaled. And Adam Harrington, his player development skills, so imperative to the growth of all levels of basketball.
Absolutely, and I mean, KD, one of my favorite players, is so fundamentally sound, and he talks so much about how important the fundamentals are, and to have a coach like Harrington out here with these women continuing to pass on that knowledge, they're just sponges and so excited about the opportunity.
Harrington has past experience with Sabrina Ionescu in the offseason. He's also worked with Elena Deladon. Dolson standing tall, shielding off the heel for Katie Lou. Martin on the charge. In rhythm 3. Offensive rebound, Hayes. Martin blows by Griner. 2 more for Laces, and the lead is 10.
Come on, Kate Martin with a great decision, knowing Griner coming out, there's no way for her to be in 2 places at one time. And I love the motor that Kate Martin plays with. She recognizes if she has a shot, if it's not there, she gives it up. Just a smart IQ player who really makes players around her better as well.
Hayes the shovel at the buzzer. Tolson, I don't think she realized she got that off as a buzzer beater. At the end of one, a 12-point lead for Laces Basketball Club. What a start for Laces, led by Alyssa Thomas. Everybody getting a piece of the pie in the opening quarter. You're watching Unrivaled on TruTV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. with 27 and 11 last night. Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
You want access? Well, we have it for you. So we are just steps outside of the main facility that hosts the main court, the practice courts, the locker rooms, and all of the other amenities. And we are in a built-from-scratch weightlifting facility, so the women can stay ready at all times. One of the beautiful things about the WNBA season is after it ends, before Unrivaled starts, there are 2 months for the women to just rest their minds and their bodies if they choose. So when they get to Unrivaled, they are ready to rock and roll. They want to ramp it up and get back into that game shape so they can be seamless heading into the season. So as you can see, there's everything you need in here. There's rubber bands, there's squat racks, Versa climbers, free weights, TRX. If they need it to be ready, they have it. And the beauty of this also is whether it's an off day or a game day, this is open and available to all the players. So it's not just be ready, it's stay ready.
Absolutely, Allie, and the importance of that physical training and having that weight room there, whether they want to lift before or after, is amazing to help these women stay in the best shape possible.
And it was just 40 days ago when they got this full facility in full motion for this special day. A project, of course, in the works for the last 2.5 years. They've done a tremendous job to finally launch Unrivaled. A 9-2 run by Laces to end the first quarter. The lead is 10. It's a 7-minute second quarter. 30 seconds gone by. Kate Martin working against Ionescu. Dolson looks for the roller, picked off by Ionescu. Phantom want to run. Cloud 9, catch and shoot, in and out.
I love the execution. Maybe the missed shot's not so bad, but look at what's happening down low. Stephanie Dolson in a big battle with Cloud, doing all she can, giving it her all to keep Stephanie Dolson from scoring in the paint.
Dolson, the current Mystic, against the former Washington point guard, Natasha Cloud. It's the first team foul on Phantom of quarter number 2, so Dolson heads to the line, a career 86% free throw shooter.
Again, what's great about 3-on-3, there's so much space in some ways to play in the playground, but without all the help defense, Stephanie Dolson really taking advantage of the post down low.
That's one free throw worth 2 points. If a player is fouled in the act of shooting from behind the arc, it's one free throw worth 3 points in Unrivaled. Laces and Phantom making their season debuts. Ionescu and Griner, teammates in Paris. Sabrina from way outside. Rebound to Lisa Leslie. She got plenty of those in her playing career, and the crowd loves it.
I got you over here. I still got it in here a little bit, you know.
Hey, we're tied up. I got one yesterday. You got one today.
That's right. Let's go.
Kayla McBride. Kick it out. Hayes hesitates. Ionescu got a hand right in her face at the last second. BG, 4-3.
Okay. BG doing big girl things from the 3. And I love it. And this is what it's about. The skills getting better. They've been shooting 3-point shots in practice every single day. And of course, her 3-point shooting is going to get better.
Griner this past year in Phoenix was 9 of 18 from 3, a career 36% 3-point shooter. Maybe better than some of you thought. Another one? Not that time.
Not that time, but that's all right. Here's a heat check for you, BG. I see you.
Hey, the shooting coach himself, he's cool with it.
Hey, the only way you're going to know if it's going to win, you got to give yourself a shot and an opportunity, and she took it. It's all good. But
Griner,
get back in the paint, BG. Get back in the paint.
3-time Olympic gold medalist, 9-time All-Star. 3rd in career block shots. Thomas trying to go to school on Sabali, and Alyssa Thomas draws the foul.
I told you in the opening that the reason why Alyssa Thomas is such a problem for everybody out here is because she's the train coach. She will run you over and run through you, and she's putting her body into the chest of Sabali. Sabali now with 2 fouls trying to slow down Alyssa Thomas.
1 free throw for 2 points. Laces now 2 for 3 as a club at the stripe. Ionescu Still looking for her first one in the second quarter. She's made 1 3 to this point. The high IQ of the Laces on display. McBride to AT.
And give Coach Wade a lot of credit. He talked about this veteran group just being so amazing that he doesn't have to coach them too much because they've played more basketball than he's played. In fact, most of them are actually older than Coach Wade. Coach Wade's only 27 years old. I think only one player, which is Kate Martin, is younger than him. So he is really relying on the veteran leadership that he has out here on the floor.
Their average age is 31. The league average is 28, so he doesn't need either of those. But such a sharp mind. He actually got his start in the NBA with the Wizards. He was a basketball blogger. And he's also admitted to us, as Thomas is up to 8 points, he's installed more offensively in his sets. He believes his team is further along than he thought, and this is their debut game today, Lisa.
Well, absolutely, and a credit to Coach Wade. Sometimes coaches don't adjust to their personnel, but he recognized his team has such high IQ. We'll be back with Laces and Phantom in a moment. Unrivaled.
Unrivaled on TruTV is brought to you by Salesforce. Back inside Wayfair Arena at Media Pro. They've done a fantastic job to get set for the inaugural weekend, the inaugural season of Unrivaled. Laces a commanding first half lead, 33-18, still 3:29 to go in the first half. Brendan Glasheen with the Hall of Famer Lisa Leslie. Howie LaForce on the sidelines. How about this play on the out of bounds? Nice find by Ionescu, but Katie Lou Samuelson could not bank it in.
Yeah, Phantom, they have to be happy with their execution, but they've got to do a much better job finishing on the inside. But give Laces a lot of credit. I love the way that they are taking advantage of the mismatches, and Alyssa Thomas doing a great job of putting so much pressure on anybody who's guarding her. But unfortunately, Satu Sabli, that's her third foul.
And the third on Phantom as a club here in the second. Just like you see in other pro basketball, when you exceed 4 team fouls, the opponent is in the bonus. Nice slip by Thomas. McBride put it right in the breadbasket. Biggs love that position right there.
Excellent execution on that pick and roll, just recognizing Alyssa getting to the basket, and Satu just really struggling offensively right now.
Beautiful offense by Laces. 13 field goals made, 11 assisted. McBride, that one, she did it all by herself.
McBride has earned the name Mick Buckets because that's what she does, folks. Inside and out, her ability to shoot the 3-ball, outstanding.
Let's send it over to Allie.
Well, Brittany, thanks so much for allowing me to join you on the bench. Is there a lid you can put on the Laces hoop?
We're trying to put the lid on. We're trying to turn on the AC, but it seems like they don't want to miss right now. It's okay.
You got to keep at it, though. We saw a score similar to this yesterday, and it came down to an incredible game. But I was on the practice court just a moment ago, and everybody that was activating and warming up for Game 2 saw you hit the 3, and they went nuts in there. What was that like to hit a deep ball early in this one?
I mean, it's just something that I'm adding to my game right now, and it was just felt good for it to fall in the game. And then, I tried to do a little NBA heat check, and yeah, it kind of went cold. So I'm gonna get it back later.
That's perfect. It was fun to watch. A lot of people say, well, with 3-on-3, there's nowhere to hide in this game, so you have to develop all of your skill sets. You said you're gonna add the 3. What else are you working on developing before I let you go?
Foul on the other end, yo! Call it both ways.
She's always working.
Sorry.
No, not at all. This is such a great opportunity to develop all those skill sets, like the 3-point shot. What else in your game are you working with before I let you go?
Just everything, guarding, up on the perimeter, being more mobile. Big year coming up, so got to showcase everything I can do.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
I love it. She's yelling at the officials, coaching, everything. But you know what's great about BG? She said the fact that she didn't have to go back overseas and to have this Unrivaled league is a great opportunity for her to improve her skills. And they are having so much fun working to get better.
Cloud now with 4 points. McBride up the catch. She is something else. That's her 4th 3 of the half.
Yeah, McBride, McBuckets, you guys know she is able to put the ball in the basket, but it's her intensity, and she makes players around her better. But Natasha Cloud, we talking about being on cloud 9. She's got some response, and I love the fact that Phantom's still fighting, because the thing about this game is they're never out of it. You have to continue to push, and we know with the 3rd quarter.
McBuckets feeling it. 19 points. Triple number 5. Phantom as a team with Sabrina Ionescu has 3 made threes, and McBride is nearly doubling the opponent. We'll stay over here with 1:05 to go in the half.
And what's great about Kayla McBride, I mean, we saw her do this with the Lynx, getting all the way to the WNBA Finals, that we know her ability to score the ball in bunches, but from 3, she's such a smooth shooter. Her teammates are expecting that. But remember here in Unrivaled, you get so many touches. Okay, Tiffany, I thought she was about to get in her bag from 3 for a second.
Grabbed her own miss. Pad the stat sheet, Tip Hayes. Final minute of the 2nd quarter. Ionescu. Butter.
We're going to need more of that from Sabi, as they call her, to get Phantom back into this ball game.
Five on the shot clock. McBride, beautiful pass to Dolson.
Excellent execution by the Laces. They are really doing everything correct, and Coach Wade talked about it. There you see. It's going to be important for Ionescu to get it going, because that's the only way they're going to get back in this ball game. They need some threes, and she's doing a nice job finding her shot right now.
2 years ago, set the WNBA single-season record with 128 three-pointers. 3 on the shot clock. Hayes tries the up and under, but denied by BG. Ionescu at the horn. Almost. What a performance by Laces. 50 points in 14 minutes. A 21-point edge. 18 field goals, 14 assists. An efficient offensive showing. Stay tuned for your Unrivaled halftime show presented by Ford. We'll break down the first half when we return to Miami.
Unrivaled Halftime is brought to you by Ford. Built Ford proud.
Back in the Wayfair Arena, home of Unrivaled. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. So unselfish, Lisa, this Laces basketball club.
They do a great job of sharing the ball, and they have so many weapons. Tiffany Hayes, again, knocking it down from the outside. Her ability to get to the basket, but she's an excellent defender as well. Latasha Cloud getting to the basket for the Phantom. And then on the outside, I love just the two-man game, the slip into the basket. Alyssa Thomas there again for another two. And then there's McBride, McBuckets from the outside, really doing great things. And because of her ability to shoot, it really opens the floor up even more. Alyssa Thomas just having a whole playground to play with. But it's really been McBride. Listen, Kayla, 19 points, 7 of 12, 5 of 9 from 3.
Kayla McBride with 19 first half points, an 11-year veteran in the pros, a 41% three-point shooter. We'll be back to Miami for Unrivaled on TruTV. It's a cloudy Saturday afternoon in Miami, Unrivaled on TruTV this afternoon. What a look and what a scene for all of these great players. The fans are enjoying this experience. Ray Burrell, sweet baby Ray, hanging with some of the fans after Final won last night in exciting fashion. So cool. It's an intimate fan experience, Lisa.
It is great, and the fact that these fans can actually come over to the players and get autographs, they feel like they're really connected to this Unrivaled league, and I think that's what it's really about. The changing of the guards is the fact that Unrivaled feels very personal to a lot of women's basketball fans, and they see the first-class treatment that these players are receiving, and they really want to support it.
The game summary is presented by Miller Lite. 14 assists for Laces, 18 field goals, really spreading out the wealth. 4 of their 5 players with at least 7 points. McBride with 17. Alyssa Thomas, 12 points, 5 rebounds.
Yeah, when I think about what Phantom is doing or not doing, it would be much better if they would really try to isolate BG a little bit more, possibly getting down low, finding ways to take advantage of her size on the inside, and maybe playing a two-man split game off of her. Right now, she's been operating pretty much at the free throw line and high post. I don't think that's really taking the best advantage of her size.
How about Sabrina Ionescu and how she's feeling it out? Again, Sabrina had surgery, had that ligament tear in the thumb, and she talked about that the other day. She takes a lot of pride in her off season, and for Ionescu, still trying to get her feet wet with her new teammates, but she does have that chemistry with Satu Sabali.
She has the chemistry. I think her ability to shoot, she's 4 for 8. Listen, she's going to continue to get better. I think Satu also really having to pick and choose how she wants to play. When you have a player like Alyssa Thomas with all that strength, to try to bang with her is really not going to be the best decision. Just go to maybe one of your turnarounds, you know what I mean? A fadeaway jumper over the top. But to bang with her, she's really losing that battle.
Kayla McBride was a superstar in that first half, knocking down the three-point shot. When we talked to Brianna Stewart, one of the co-founders, she told us it's so imperative to guard the three-point line and just guard, period. So we'll see what adjustments Phantom makes. This third quarter is so important, folks, because it helps the team winning determine that winning score. For the team trailing in Phantom, you want to cut and chip away as much as you can.
Absolutely. We'll see what Phantom decides to do from an offensive standpoint, if they can get easier baskets.
Ionescu just got a piece of the iron. Sabrina Ionescu now 4 out of 10 from the field. Touch pass by Thomas. The ball swiftly moving. McBride leaves this one short. We're going back the other way.
Yeah, she was off the mark, but I still love the movement by the Laces, the touch passes. They move the ball so well, which forces the defense to have to constantly adjust.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Ionescu walks into a three. Laces ball.
And this is tough because Ionescu, usually the player coming off screens being set up because she plays more off the ball. But when you're the point and she has to create those shots for herself, that's something a skill that she's going to continually improve on in this league.
Thomas, the all-time leader in triple doubles. Draws to McBride. Dolson, why not? Yup.
Big Mama Dolson with another three-point shot. She has 12 points.
An Olympic gold medalist in 3-on-3 at the Tokyo Olympics. Satu Sabali with the answer, putting in extensive time with head coach Adam Harrington working on her range.
She's definitely been working on her range, and right now at the score, it's going to be important for her to take more of those shots. She hasn't been able to get anything to fall on the inside. So the three-point shot may be where Satu Sabali is going to have to make her money tonight.
Thomas just cut it off in time. Bank is open for AT. 14 points for the Laces captain. Thomas determined as one of those cornerstone players. That's why she was elected as one of the first players on each club when they held the draft back in November.
I love seeing BG just getting the ball down low. She has 7 points now. Phantom needs more of that. They want to get back into this game. But what do we see here? Big buckets again. Kayla McBride just put so much pressure on the defense. Obviously her ability to shoot the three, but now she gets downhill and over BG, finishing for 2.
Lisa, this is just my personal opinion. I think Kayla McBride is one of the more underrated players in professional women's basketball. She can be the X factor for Laces if she's going to be this lethal from distance.
Well, you know what, Brendan, I don't think you would even call her an X factor. She's just simply a baller, and a lot of women, everybody who's out here playing knows exactly what McBride is capable of. She didn't get that name McBuckets for nothing. She's been scoring like this ever since Notre Dame, really.
It's true. Top 10 all-time in threes made in league history. Dolson sticks with the broken play. McBride, despite the pressure. Good luck stopping that.
As she looks over at the refs and just rolls her eyes like, that's fine. Don't call the foul. I'll make it anyway.
Lead is 26 for Laces. Outscored Phantom by 12 in the first and by 9 in the second. Up 10-5 here in the third. Sabali draws the contact, and Thomas with meme-worthy material. Looking at the official. One free throw for 2 points coming up for Sabali.
Sabali just having a tough day at the office, and when you face a player that is as strong as an Alyssa Thomas, you really have to focus on what is your strength against that type of player. And Satu really not able to process that. Driving the ball at Alyssa Thomas is not going to be her strength for this particular matchup.
Just the second free throw attempt for Phantom in the ball game. Sabali, a career 85% shooter. Phantom Basketball Club is within 24 as we approach 4 minutes to go in quarter number 3. There's the defense. Numbers. Cloud charging in the paint. Outlet. Ionescu hesitated there. Matched up by Kate Martin. Ionescu draws contact, and she's going to the stripe.
I am just so glad that Natasha Cloud did not decide to go up against Alyssa Thomas. Great job of passing the ball back out. And it's good to see Sabi getting downhill into the line for 2.
A rare miss for Ionescu, a career 91% free throw shooter. Tip Hayes leads into a tray. That's the 10th three for Laces this afternoon. They've got numbers. Martin transition triple.
I talked to Kate Martin about her shooting, her ability to do transition threes is something she's working on. One of the toughest shots as Sabrina Ionescu responds with the 3 of her own.
90 seconds to go in the third. We'll be right back. You're watching Unrivaled on TruTV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. Unrivaled on TruTV is brought to you by Ford. Built Ford proud. Wayfair Arena in Miami for Unrivaled on TruTV. Coming up next, we have Rose and Lunar Owls. For more on that, a special guest with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brittany, I'm sure there has to be a lot of excitement having actually kicked this thing off. I know it was a tough loss yesterday, but your biggest takeaways from actually getting out there on the court and feeling the flow of the game and playing a real 3-on-3 game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it sucks to lose, but you can get a lot from losses. You can get a lot of lessons. So for us, we went into the locker room this morning, went over some film, and we're pretty confident that we can go ahead and get a win today.
What were some of the ways that you were able to pick out the film and say, like, these are really manageable changes that we can make in just a one-day turnaround?
Yeah, I mean, just turnovers, taking care of the ball, and just putting the ball in the basket. The name of the game is to score,
Were there natural nerves that are just a part of the first game?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to be first, but you never know what could happen. But I'm glad we had the outcome that we did. We had a couple scrimmages before the first game, so a lot of the kinks that we had in the preseason games we didn't have in the inaugural. So you know, it's one of those things where we understand what we're doing here, and we just got to have some fun with it.
When you looked at the scouting report, a tough matchup coming up in this second round of action. So what are the keys to dominate this Owls team?
For sure, take care of the ball. They're a really athletic team. They're really long. They're really lanky. They're really feisty. So we just got to make sure we can manage that type of energy and also give our energy and give our type of athleticism and our ability to score back.
Well, good luck. We can't wait to watch. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Allie. And Brittany Sykes, one of those feisty guards for Rose, a 6-point defeat in the opener last night. They did outscore Final in the fourth quarter, 15-12, and that winning score fourth quarter. Of course, Phantom trying to cut away now at this deficit. So that winning score is not too far out of reach. Phantom has 9 turnovers in this one. Laces were turning it over early, but they've cleaned that up since. Brittany Griner draws a foul and heads to the line.
Well, Phantom doing a much better job of trying to adjust and get the ball inside to BG, really forcing the Laces to have to double team. But again, Tiffany Hayes, her quickness, her ability to get to the basket. She's so athletic and uses her length so well. She's really putting a ton of pressure on the defense as well, especially when the switch happens. Cloud really trying to do a better job of staying on her.
Lisa, Phantom now collectively 1 of 5 at the free throw line. Those are huge, with the free throws being worth 4 points.
Well, absolutely. 1 of 5 is not going to close that gap. They definitely have to knock down the free throws. And I can say, from all of the practices that we've gone to, I don't really recall seeing any of the teams concentrating on free throws, which is probably something that they may need to take a little time to do.
Money Martin. It's Kate Martin down that left side.
Okay, Money Martin, I see you. She's grimacing a little bit, but she's played so hard. And she just talked about the hardest part about this league is the movement. Her hips were feeling really sore, and she was so thankful that she has the weight room and the sauna to really get feeling good. It's Tiffany Hayes. Tiff gets back downhill. She's so fast. It's hard for us to keep her with her. But, folks, she has 14 points. But back to Kate Martin. She's talked about just being in this league and having this opportunity to have this many touches. She's loving every second of it.
Hayes working hard downstairs to defend. Martin 3. It's a 30-point lead for Laces. Winning the quarter 19-10. They've won each quarter now by at least 9 points. Now we still have 1:19 left here in the third. They have dominated. Andrew Wade, he's done a terrific job with his group. Let's listen in on the Laces Basketball Club huddle.
30 seconds. It's theirs, yep. Hey, nah, fuck it. Hey, let's go point chase. I don't think we got to that yet. Point chase, all right?
I like that.
Yep, all right. What's up? See if I got time. I'll wait. Thank you for that, yeah. Hey, let's finish strong, Laces. Lace on 3, 1, 2, 3. That was weak as fuck.
Well, Lisa, what a luxury now for Andrew Wade, just saying in the huddle, hey, you know what, let's try this play. You've built such a big lead. Now you've got a chance to install some more plays.
Well, what he's doing is creating opportunities to have more film footage of plays to see how they work and test them out, which makes a lot of sense. You never stop coaching regardless what the lead is. And listen, there's always an opportunity for a team to come back. So keeping that intensity up is great.
We approach a minute here in the third. Hayes, show it to her, flip it back up. No whistle, so now numbers for Phantom. Cloud again. Lob it, Griner. The Phoenix teammates could not get on the same page there. Hayes. Fourth quarter is untimed, approaching winning score time. 11 additional points added to the team with the lead after 3. Clearly Laces, but we'll see the exact number. McBride, there she is again. Her first 3 of the second half. 6 3-pointers for Kayla McBride.
Kayla McBride, 25 points, and she almost giggles. It looks so easy when she decides that she wants to shoot the ball. Excellent ball movement again by the Laces.
Griner feeling it out a bit. Tolson can run the floor. Power dribble, Steph Tolson.
Steph Tolson with 14 points. Big girl getting down the floor, and now they're just overfeeding Brittany Griner while she has two players. Oh.
She wanted that one. So the winning score is now 85 points as we head to the fourth quarter here in Miami at Wayfair Arena. You're watching Unrivaled on TruTV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. Unrivaled on TruTV is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. It's time for the fourth quarter, an untimed session as each team makes its race to the winning score of 85 points. The fourth quarter is commercial free and it's brought to you by AT&T. Brendan Glasheen with the Hall of Famer Lisa Leslie. Howie LaForce is on the sidelines. Kayla McBride, Alyssa Thomas, and Tiffany Hayes, the trio for Laces. Natasha Cloud, Satu Sabali, and Sabrina Ionescu, the three on the floor for Phantom.
Nice, the execution down the stretch for the Laces. It's really been excellent all game. Phantom's really going to have to do a better job. They're only shooting 33% from the field, and they really need to get that up in order to get back into this game. Satu Sabali really just struggling on the finish. Missing chippies today, but she'll get better at that for sure. She's 3 for 13.
McBride, another opportunity, hits it. Now, do they call a foul is the question.
Wow, McBride with 27 points. But the undercut by Satu Sabali could have been really dangerous. But instead, it looks like there was a technical issue.
Okay, they called a flop. That's what it was. Okay, so Ionescu took one free throw for 1 point with the technical free throw. That was the call. Now, the three-pointer for McBride did count.
That's interesting. They called a flop.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
Usually you get the flop warning, but not that time for McBride. I guess 3 is greater than 1 in that case, so still +2 for Laces. Andrew Wade was beside himself as well.
Yeah, maybe McBride got a little nervous and kind of thought that she was going to hit her, and she didn't, but I thought it was interesting.
Thomas comes up with the rebound. She gets a lot of run, almost plays every minute of every game in the pros. McBride certainly likes being out there. She had a big year in terms of minutes. Just to keep folks updated on the Laces bench, Kate Martin is back out there with her teammates next to Stephanie Dolson. Jackie Young inactive today, but Martin is available to return should Andrew Wade go back to his bench.
And it's crazy that when you look at how the Laces are playing so well, and Jackie Young is such a bucket that's not even in the game. So their team even stronger than what you guys are seeing right now, because Jackie Young, when she's added back into this, she does a great job of being a threat from the outside. And again, her ability to get to the basket. The Olympian is also an excellent defender as well.
She won a gold medal with Stephanie Dolson at the Tokyo Olympics. Thomas is having a blast out there. A big, bright smile for the engine. Hustling back on defense, 79-43. Again, it's an untimed quarter. Sabali on the fall away. Laces need 6 points to win the game. Hayes the dump. Thomas. That's too easy.
Too easy for the Laces down low. The mismatches are happening everywhere, and Alyssa Thomas being able to take full advantage. Down low in the paint. Tiffany Hayes from outside, able to get in. And then, of course, Kayla McBride, McBuckets, leading the way with 28 points.
The efficiency is off the charts by Laces so far tonight. As we take a look at the assist of the game presented by State Farm. A lot to choose from, Lisa. 21 assists for Laces. Let's find out what we got. It's Alyssa Thomas making it work.
Well, Alyssa Thomas doing a nice job of finding Tiffany Hayes, cutting backdoor. And these are things that they've worked on, even though they haven't been together for a long time. This team has said they feel very good. Their chemistry is strong, and they really love playing for Coach Wade.
Ghost Gang on 3. 1, 2, 3, Ghost Gang.
Look how Adam Harrington also calls Phantom the Ghost Gang. It's good stuff from the head coach. Former assistant coach in Brooklyn with the Nets. Kevin Durant, shooting coach with the Nets and the Thunder. He's worked with several basketball stars. It's an untimed fourth quarter in Unrivaled. The winning score in this game is 85 points. Laces have controlled this ball game from start to finish. And they need just 4 points or more to win the game. It's phantom ball out of the timeout. Sabali, creative pass, but picked off by Hayes. On the move. Martin takes her time. Now Hayes takes a peek. Skip pass, Martin. Yes!
Beautiful pass from Tiffany Hayes out to Martin for 10 points. Money Martin just coming through so strong for her team, but Tiffany Hayes really the playmaker.
Now all 5 Laces in double figures. They can win the basketball game on this trip. Hayes looking, Martin for the win, it's blocked. Still 5 on the shot clock. Tiffany Hayes, Hezzy feed it inside and a foul. That's on the floor. That's a tough foul by Phantom because the shot clock now resets to 12 seconds. Side out of bounds for Laces. They can win it on this trip.
Next point wins the game.
Sometimes this is the hard part because this gives you real playground feel of really trying to figure out how to get this last bucket and also execute.
Martin with 7 on the shot clock. Thomas back to Martin for the win! Put those fists money, Martin!
Excellent play. They have had great connection 3-on-3 the whole game. The pass to Alyssa Thomas, the backdoor cut by Money Martin, the whole team finishing the game with 23 assists. And here it is again, Alyssa Thomas, just easy bounce pass, smart heads-up play by Money Martin to finish for the win.
(86-48). Kate Martin and the rest of the Laces all scored in double figures. What a balanced attack by Laces Basketball Club. They shoot well over 50% from the floor, and just a smidge under 50% from 3. That was a really complete effort, maybe the most complete effort we've seen in 3 games so far in the Unrivaled inaugural season.
Well, absolutely, because they played the game the right way. When you think about 3-on-3, the ball finds the open players. They ran some split sets. They ran a few touch passes. They ran their horns. Like everything that they decided that they wanted to come out and run, they executed so well.
Kayla McBride, 28 points. She made 7 threes. She's with Allie.
Well, Kayla, how do you describe this unbelievable chemistry that's early in the Unrivaled season?
I mean, it's a lot of fun. We have some great vets over there, have a lot of experience, and we're just out here hooping, enjoying playing with each other, and I think we're a little bit ahead in that way. We just have that cohesion since day one.
What are some of your favorite parts of playing with this group of girls when you're out there in the court in the live action? What gives you the joy?
I mean, everybody's playing off each other. You know, there's no, single man out there. We're all doing it together, trying to be better for each other, and that's what you see out there. You know, we're going on runs, getting stops, getting out in transition. It's a lot of fun. That's what you want to do.
The three-point shot was a huge part of your dominance in this game, but on the 3-on-3 league in general, how critical is the three-point ball, and what makes it a little bit different from a usage perspective than a 5-on-5?
There's a lot more space, for sure. And I know with AT especially, if I get out in transition, I'm going to be open majority of the time because she just has so much gravity. So I'm just out there shooting, doing my thing. It's a lot of fun. It's like the purest form of basketball for me. So I'm just having a lot of fun, letting it go.
It's fun to watch. Enjoy the rest of the ride. Thanks so much.
The final score here in this one, 86-48, Laces with a commanding victory. For Allie LaForce, Lisa Leslie, and our entire crew, I'm Brendan Glasheen. Stay right here with us. After the break, we'll look ahead to Game 2 of our doubleheader on TruTV, Owls and Rose. Welcome back to Miami, Florida, home of Unrivaled. For the next 10 weeks, the best women's basketball players in the world make Wayfair Arena home. Game 2 of our doubleheader is coming up shortly between Lunar Owls and Rose Basketball Club. We just saw a dominating performance by Laces taking down Phantom. Brendan Glasheen, the Hall of Famer, Lisa Leslie. 3 games into Unrivaled, Lisa. The product has been so fun to watch. We'll take a look at some of the highlights from the game we just witnessed here on this Saturday afternoon. Lace is so unselfish. Tiffany Hayes flirted with a triple-double. Alyssa Thomas going to work. Just a complete team effort.
I thought it was a great team effort. Tiffany Hayes was phenomenal as well. Kate Martin coming in off the bench, her ability to put the ball in the basket. I just thought overall the team play, the way they shared the ball, the 23 assists, the accuracy, that's what 3-on-3 basketball is all about, and the skills level so high. They played excellent together, and the mismatches that they created really created a problem for the Phantom.
Kayla McBride just told our own Allie LaForce that it feels like the most pure form of basketball. The way she has that freedom of movement, the ability to knock down the 3. She hit 7 on 15 tries, and yeah, she can take it to the rack as well here and there.
Absolutely, and I think Tiffany Hayes, another player, you talked about being underrated. I think she's one of those underrated players because she makes everybody around her better, but she also, her ability to get downhill, she's so fast and quick. I thought Martin was great coming in off the bench again, giving them the help that they need. And then Big Steph Dolson, you know, I know that it was a tough matchup sometimes going against BG, but I thought she did a really nice job stretching the floor and her ability to knock down the 3-ball as well.
And they did that without Jackie Young, who is inactive today. Lisa, how about some encouragement now for Phantom? They've had some working pieces now. We'll see how it looks now going into their next game, but what can Phantom use from today's game to build on for next time out?
I think being really intentional on where they want the ball to go. And if you're going to have BG out on the floor, then use her in a way where she can be most effective. Maybe trying a split game, having her down low on the block, throwing it into her, and then playing off of her. When she's not in and they decide to go with a smaller lineup, then get to your stats. I thought Satu just missed a lot of shots that I know she wished she could get back. She'll make those next time.
Okay, let me get this thought for you now. We've seen all 6 clubs now play at least 1 game.
Yes.
Was Laces most impressive?
Ooh, that's tough. Laces did a really great job because I love that they all played together. When you talk about 23 assists, that's hard to beat. But Vinyl, come on. Vinyl has a dynamic duo. Don't make me choose right now because I think the top teams for me definitely going to be Lunar Owls. I like the way that they play together, and Nafisa, Queen Fee is amazing. And then Laces for sure.
Okay,
they're at the top.
We got a long way to go, so we'll find out. Enough from us. How about Skylar Diggins-Smith last night? You mentioned her name from Lunar Owls, the game-winning shot. She's over with Allie LaForce.
Hey, we're ramping up for game 2, and I'm here with Skylar Diggins. Thanks so much for taking the time. You were ready to rock yesterday. It was so much fun to watch. How are you balancing the joy, but also the competitive nature of this incredible new league?
Yeah, I knew what I was signing up for with the caliber of players I was playing both with and against, and we knew that's what we expected when we signed up for this league, was for it to be high competition, physical, fast-paced, up and down, and something that was really exciting for both the players and the viewers who were watching at home.
What were a few tangible takeaways that you learned about your own team after yesterday?
Not anything I really didn't know before, but we were really resilient. I thought we played that game. We have a lot of veteran experience. And, you know, it really didn't go our way in the first half, and we got to the 4th quarter. We were down from the target score, but that's the great thing about this game is that at any point in time in the 4th quarter, you have a chance to come back. And so we made our run there, and it was timely, and that was how we were able to get the dub.
In game 2 of today, you're facing the Rose. They started off with a loss yesterday, but like you said, there is no weak team in this league. So when you looked at them on film, what'd you see?
Just a lot of the same things. A lot of players that are capable, have a lot of versatility, guards that can create their own shot but also create for others. We have to get back in transition, and then they also have bigs that can shoot it outside with Azarae Stevenson. So it's going to be competitive. We scrimmaged them before, and it was really close, but we're hoping it may be a little less uneventful for us tonight.
You're awesome for giving us time before your big game. Good luck. We can't wait to watch.
Thank you. Hooty-hoo!
I gotta love Skylar Diggins-Smith using that owl noise. She did it in the walk-off interview after last night's win, and she just spoke about that winning score 4th quarter, which is an untimed quarter, and the Owls, Lisa, kept their composure, outscored missed in that fourth quarter, 17-7.
I think the key word she uses resilience, and that's what you see from Skylar Diggins. She is the leader of the Lunar Owls, but verbally as well, she will tell her teammates what they need to know to be at their best. But I thought it was her resilience in the second half, not being denied. Listen, it was a battle. The Seattle battle really happened yesterday with her and Jewel Lloyd, but I thought Jewel Lloyd have played such a great job, but Skylar never gave up, continued to push her team forward. And I thought heart and effort, that's what it's going to take today as well for them to get a win on a back-to-back. The first team we will ever see play a back-to-back here in Unrivaled.
We will see if Owls can go to 2-0. Rose looking for their first win. Here in Miami, we'll be back for the second game of our doubleheader. It's game 2 of our doubleheader, Unrivaled, on TruTV, presented by Samsung Galaxy inside Wayfair Arena. Looking forward to the second day of a back-to-back for Lunar Owls Basketball Club. They aim to go to 2-0. Rose at 0-1, but a fourth quarter to build off on yesterday. We'll take a look now at the starting lineups. 3-on-3, full court, 72 feet here in Unrivaled. Chelsea Gray, she was outstanding down the stretch to keep Rose in striking distance. Out there with Kalia Copper and Angel Reese. As for Owls, the home squad, Diggins Smith, who spoke with Allie LaForce. She's excited about another challenge. Alicia Gray and Queen Fee, the captain and co-founder of Unrivaled, Nafisa Collier. Lisa, Kalia Copper is someone you wanted to touch on ahead of today's game. Copper did her fair share of scoring, especially at the free throw line. She had 6 free throw points, 24. What are you expecting from Copper to help Rose get that first dub?
Well, Kalia Copper, again, one of those players who can play all positions. She can guard, her ability to shoot, and her quickness. One of the best defensive players, and we know this Olympian was, used for defense, for offense, wherever the Rose need her, but her getting hot down the stretch in the last game, they actually outscored Vinyl in that fourth quarter, so they're gonna look for her to pick up from there as well.
Collier had a double-double in the victory last night, 27 and 11. Diggins Smith with 21, Gray had 18, so the bulk of the scoring for Owls in the starting trio. As for Rose, what else is new? Angel Reese had a double-double, 10 and 14.
Listen, get your popcorn ready, folks, because it's gonna happen again in the paint with Angel Reese down low. And the matchup that I can't wait to see is Shakira Austin versus Angel Reese. That's gonna be like a Game of Thrones setup in a true battle. I can't wait.
More SEC action with Austin out of Ole Miss, and of course Reese, the LSU champion. Just having an issue here with the clock here at Wayfair Arena. So once we're settled there, we'll get underway. It's our same officiating crew as our first game here at Wayfair Arena. Eric Gaelig is our crew chief. Shantae Anderson, the referee, and umpire is Lars Murray. Lisa, how about this? You've noted this now in our lead up with practices and shoot-arounds. Second day of a back-to-back. So what are you expecting now from rotations and how players, again, they've got great resources here at Unrivaled. I'm interested in the conditioning and how that impacts the game today.
Well, we may not see it until the third or fourth quarter because both these teams are competitors and they're going to get after it. But coaches may sub a lot more than we saw and maybe earlier.
Kalia Copper gets Rose on the board first. 24 points in yesterday's game. Nice feed to Collier from Diggins Smith.
Great pass from Diggins Smith over the top. And this is going to be an interesting matchup as well because the guards, you got the point guard out there, getting it down low to Angel Reese, finishing the two-piece on the inside. And then Skylar Diggins Smith.
Alicia Gray counted and one.
Alicia Gray, she's quiet, but she puts the ball in the basket. Does a nice job of getting downhill on Angel Reese and able to finish on the inside for two. There wasn't much contact there, but she did a nice job of creating the contact. And now she's at the line for two.
Most frequent free throw shooter for Lunar Owls yesterday, 3 for 4 at the line. This is worth 2 points, and the lead to Owls. Pardon me, an and one, worth 1 point. So now it's 5 to 4. Lunar Owls. Diggins Smith in a low defensive stance. This is great stuff here. Turnaround jumper by Copper, left it short.
That's a good matchup. Copper really trying to take advantage of Skylar Diggins Smith down low. Oh. But Alicia Gray definitely able to take advantage of that matchup with Chelsea Gray. They're not related, those last names Gray. But oh! Backdoor cut. Excellent pass by the point guard. You know she sees you, keep your hands ready.
Copper is super engaged from the jump, so is Alicia Gray. Unleashed Alicia in the first 2 minutes of the first. They'll call it a long two. Chelsea Gray from the Essen Samsung. They're letting him play here early. Lob to Fee. The Visa got ups.
One thing about the Lunar Owls, you'll find out they want to run, and create pace. And DJ, their coaches really emphasize that. The importance of them trying to play fast and quick, and you'll see them. They will not run that shot clock down. Nice steal by Skylar Diggins Smith.
Now all three starters have scored for Lunar Owls Basketball Club. DJ Sackman, the head coach at 38 years old, just celebrated his birthday. NBA and WNBA longtime trainer. Reese has 4 points.
Nice. Lunar Owls on an 11-4 run as Skylar Diggins Smith misses that.
Angel Reese is wrapped up. They just gave the foul there because of that size disadvantage.
I believe Skylar Diggins Smith with the wraparound. Angel's looking for an intentional foul.
Is there an honest play on the ball? I think where Angel might be going with that conversation.
Which makes sense. I mean, she kind of ties up both of her arms.
So we think they actually might be taking a look just to see if Reese was in the act of shooting.
Yeah. And that, when it's low,
well, again, that's the second time.
We're good. They're switching everything. All right, so we'll go X out of this, get a 3 out of it. Screen your own. Yeah, screen your own. So you're here, Sky. Yep. Fee, you're here. Alicia, here. Let's get wider off of it. Sky, throw it in. Come get it. Flip back to get your own. if they're gonna screen it, if they're gonna switch it. And now you're flipping off that, all right, fast. If you hear that early switch, just flip back and screen your own, all right? Greg, fly off that shit, get into it, all right? Defensively, we're fine. Stay active with our hands. Yo, active and back, and she's going left. All right, let's go.
Keep going.
Defense.
No shot, no flagrant foul, so side out of bounds for Rose Basketball Club. And nothing excessive there. I think they got that one right.
Absolutely. But I like listening in to the huddles and Coach DJ over there just telling his team to be active, and their goal is not to let players get behind you. They do not want to get beat on backdoor cuts.
Brittany Sykes has checked in for Rose Basketball Club. Chelsea Gray to the bench. 2 on the shot clock for Reese. Feeds it to Copper. Lays it in just in time. 6 for Copper in the first. Alicia Gray on the other end. That's her second triple of the first.
Alicia Gray letting it loose from 3. Recognizing the mismatch with Angel Reese on the outside.
Alicia Gray has half of Lunar Owls' points. 8 of the 16. Higgins-Smith scans the floor, lob it, good luck. Collier, a rare miss from that close.
Queen Fee doing a nice job getting in the paint, though. That's where she really wants to set up every time she gets that mismatch.
Angel Reese with the face-up game. Okay. Extends the follow-through.
Angel Reese with 6 points, and you gotta love the fact that she's really improving her game, and she talked about her range, and that's one of the things she wants to get better at.
A foul before Collier had that sneak attack from underneath. That's the beauty, too, of the 3-on-3 dynamic, folks. You get to really see some of these individual matchups. And as we've heard the coaches express, the players have expressed, Lisa, you can't hide anybody in 3-on-3. Everybody plays a significant role both ends.
You can't hide. The shots are what they are. If you get a chance for them to drop down, and when you're shooting well, it's great. When you're not, you feel exposed. But you also have to continue to play, find ways to make buckets, get to the basket.
Courtney Williams slips a bounce pass into Collier. This time she knocks it down. Both teams shooting the ball exceptionally well here in the first. Owls now 8 of 12. Rose 6 of 10. High off glass. Brittany Sykes, despite the pressure. They just teed up Sykes for a delay of game.
Technical foul on Brittany Sykes.
Well, this is one of those situations where you just got to be smarter. Brittany Sykes, I'm sure she would not want to be in that position. Just let the game flow. Yeah, you felt like you got fouled. Just let it go. Because the game, you're really breaking your own team's momentum when you get a technical foul.
Technical free throws worth 1 point in Unrivaled. Just as they normally would be, so now it's 19-14. Lexi Hull has checked in, guarding Gray. He accepts the inbound. This is also Nola Henry wanting to pressure the ball and not make it easy to break that timeline. Collier backing down Azarae Stevens, fresh into the game. Nafisa Collier has 8.
And Nafisa Collier, the reason why I call her Queen Bee is because she takes advantage of every single post player that tries to guard her. And it's her footwork, her ability to go left, right, read the defense, but she also does an excellent job of taking what the defense gives her.
Shakira Austin now in for Owls, out there with Williams and Collier. The trio for Rose, Sykes, Stevens, and Hull. Shakira Austin fought for room. She is fouled. That's a confident post move by Shakira Austin.
Shakira is in the game. I love Shakira Austin's game. And listen, she's talked about her not having as many opportunities because she had so many injuries. She's played 31 games in 2 years in the W. She's so excited to be here in Unrivaled to get better and to show what she can do.
First miss at the line for Lunar Owls. Now 2 for 3. Rose has yet to get to the line. Step back Jay, Brittany Sykes. Can't get it to go. Owls emerge, here they come. Williams the finish.
Nice pass from Collier to Williams, and Williams is subbed in, and she just brings a different dynamic to this team. She's another X factor right now. Lunar Owls on a 7-2 run.
Owls riding that momentum from that untimed fourth quarter in which they outscored Mist 17-7, a come-from-behind win. Up by 9 in the first, looking for a 2-0 start. Austin contested. Rebound, Brittany Sykes. Bounce entry to Stevens. That was pretty.
Excellent pass. Brittany Sykes finding the open Z. Stevens streaking down the court. And she loves playing 3-on-3. Stevens has talked about the fact that this is what she likes to do. She thinks it fits her game because of her versatility.
Played with Sykes on Team USA at the FIBA 3-on-3 AmeriCup in December. Stevens for 3. Yes! She knows how to shoot that 3 ball. 35% this past year in Los Angeles. And it's a 6-point game. Final minute of quarter number 1. Austin rises and scores 2.
Shakira operating on the inside. I like it, taking advantage of Sykes.
Lexi Hull going to work. Spin move, couldn't get it. Courtney Williams has been instrumental for Austin, picking her up, lifting her up in practices. Austin, the spinorama, will they count the basket? No. Fouls on the floor. Shakira Austin, the confidence is oozing, Lisa. You love to see that from your fellow post players.
I really do, and I think she's just a young player that as long as she's healthy, she has the opportunity to really make a huge impact on the game for Lunar Owls, whether it's inside or out. Really, her money is made in the paint, but she also can shoot the ball.
Right on cue, making the Hall of Famer proud over here. 29-19, Brittany Sykes with a pose for the crowd after the finish. A lot of scoring here in this first quarter now. 50 points combined in the 7-minute frame. Owls can hold for the final shot of the first. Courtney Williams slithering. Williams. Clock hits zeros at the end of 1. Second day of a back-to-back for Owls and Rose, and DJ Sackman's club with an 8-point lead. Owls looking for a 2-0 start. A balanced attack. Collier with 13, Gray with 10. You're watching Unrivaled on TruTV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. Collier with 27 last night. She's got 13 through 1. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, you two. Well, when we watch Skylar Diggins out there, it's obvious just watching her how competitive she is in nature. But when we talked to Collier yesterday, she said, it's been so fun. Skylar has been so competitive. She said, out of all the athletes she's played with, all the people she's met in her entire life, I think she is the most competitive person I have ever met. She said, we play pickup almost every single day. We have people chirping at all times. And she said, I think this team will be successful because everybody on the team has that competitive edge, and it's led by Diggins.
Yes, I believe that has been the census as Alicia Gray knocks down a bucket that Skylar Diggins-Smith is the most competitive player that they've all met. And I think it's just because she's constantly talking, she talks trash, but she also, you know, is a good leader and communicator, and they really respect that.
Austin the lob to Courtney Williams. Gray against Copper. Now they settle in the offense. Spin move by Shakira Austin. Rebound to Reese. Running transition. Copper, 3 in the air. Ooh, Alicia Gray with the behind the back. Step into the 3. Old board Austin. Williams a try. Yes!
Nice rebound and pass out to Williams for 3. She has 5 points. And here's the battle that I've been talking about. Shakira and Angel. Wow, come on.
LSU against Ole Miss. Angel Reese and the foul.
Come on, big girls on the inside. I love to see it in both of them games, similar in ways. They both love to play, making lots of contact in the paint. And this time, Angel able to finish on the inside for 2. She's 4 of 5. 8 points, 3 rebounds.
We'd love to see the efficiency out of Reese, who has worked really hard, and so crucial for her, Angel, to have the backing of Kalia Copper and Chelsea Gray, 2 veterans that have really put in the extra work with Reese here in Miami.
Absolutely, and when I talked to Angel Reese, she really talked about, I love the fact that she shows up so humble. They talked about her being ready to learn, easy to, you know, to talk to and communicate. She's listening and she wants to get better, and that's all you can ask for whenever you have a player who, I mean, we know, listen, she's a superstar, but a player who also wants to reach the highest point that she can in this sport. That's who you learn it from, champions, and she's surrounded by it here.
Reese gets a breather. Azare Stevens in as the big now. Alicia Gray for 3. That's a swish from Alicia Gray. She's got 15 points.
Alicia Gray will hit you so quietly and end up with a 30-piece out here just because her game is so smooth. Again, starts with defense, but she is a sharpshooter. Alicia Gray.
A teammate of Ryan Howard in Atlanta. Howard, of course, of Vinyl, who went onto another planet last night shooting the 3. So you imagine with Gray and Howard as teammates in the WNBA, how they have to share shots. Now Gray out there with Collier and Diggins-Smith, the starting trio. We haven't said Chelsea Gray's name much today. There she is from the nail. First points for Chelsea Gray this afternoon.
Well, you definitely want to see Chelsea Gray get it going. The guy is cleaning the floor. Got to get out the way because the game is too fast.
Get out the way for Azare.
Get out the way. Move. That's awesome. Z able to finish on the inside. Azare Stevens for 2.
Collier stops, pops, drop it.
Drop it like it's hot. Collier with 15 already in second half. Second quarter.
Oh. See, you called Chelsea Gray out. She's like, okay, here I come.
She might have heard you, Brendan. You said you hadn't said her name much. And she's like, here you go, Brendan. Let me drop 2.
I haven't made you do anything like that to me yet, which is a good sign so far in our first weekend working together.
Yes, we've had a great time over here. We're figuring it all out, folks.
It's an offensive foul by Sykes. Rose down 10, under 4 to go in the first half. In Unrivaled, each quarter is 7 minutes in length until we reach the untimed fourth quarter, in which we race to a winning score, determined by the team winning after 3, an additional 11 points necessary to win the game. Diggins-Smith was the hero last night. That top of the arc three to win it for Owls. Alicia Gray has been the go-to shooter for Owls today. Now 2 for 5 from deep. Chelsea Gray going to work, pull up. Teammates in the Paris Olympics there in Collier and Gray. Nafisa, turnaround jumper. That's a friendly bounce for the co-founder.
Nice shot for Fee, knocking down the 2.
41-29. Nafisa Collier with 17. In Miami, the action is jam-packed. Unrivaled on TruTV. We'll be right back. Unrivaled on TruTV is brought to you by Great Taste, 96 calories. Miller Lite, tastes like Miller time. And by TNT, AT&T, connecting changes everything. Wayfair Arena in Miami, home of Unrivaled. 41-29, Lunar Owls Basketball Club leads Rose. Brendan Glasheen with the Hall of Famer Lisa Leslie. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Lisa for Rose. How do they chip away at this? Before we get into how Rose can come back, Azare Stevens is going to the line. 1 for 2. Allie LaForce standing by with Courtney Williams.
Well, Courtney, thanks so much for hanging. What made you laugh right there?
Cuz, man, they called a crazy foul. That wasn't no foul, man. We playing hard.
You can only control what you can control. The referees is not one of them.
That's a fact. You're right. You're right.
No, shout out to them. They're doing a great job.
That's a fact.
What's been some of your favorite things about this whole Unrivaled experience so far?
I mean, I think the energy, obviously not having to go overseas, right? My dad right over there, so for him to be able to see me play year-round, man, it's amazing.
What kind of a message is this sending for all of professional sports about the standard that should be set and the facilities and the amenities that should be available to all professional athletes, regardless of gender?
Yeah, I mean, I think it shows, you know, when you invest, when you put the right pieces into place, you come out with a great product and obviously just make us better.
No question. It seems like you love your teammates. I know you're teammates with V all year in the W. Now it's in the off season too. Can you handle that much V? What do you think?
Of course, man.
Never too much V?
I'm telling you, and it's just building our chemistry. You know, last year was our first year playing together. So now for us to be able to continue to build that chemistry and play together, I mean, we're going to be a problem.
Thanks for spending time with us.
For sure.
They're going to be a problem. You heard it from her.
I love it. They're going to be a problem. And to see Courtney Williams just, again, the offense that she's able to bring to the team, but having the awareness of Nafisa Collier and having a player like her, an Olympian, a person that can finish on the inside, they will make each other's game better because Nafisa is such, you know, such a strong scorer. And then, you know, listen, Courtney Williams can really put the ball in the basket in bunches. And I love, Brendan, that she talked about having her dad here as well.
Well, Courtney's dad, Don, was the ultimate hype dad this past October. He went viral during the 2024 WNBA postseason. The teammate of Courtney Williams is Nafisa Collier. Lights out once again. She's got 20, back-to-back nights with 20 points for Queen Fee. Rose still hanging in there, though. Down 11, under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Nafisa Collier down there just being a real problem for everybody. She's posting up Sykes. Skylar missed her on the first post up, but the good thing about a great post, she continued to post, followed the ball. Alicia Gray was able to find her.
First team foul committed by Rose in the second quarter. Gray steps. Stevens got a piece. I think both head coaches now are making their cases here to the officials. Nola Henry of Rose and DJ Sackman of Lunar Owls. They rule possession to Lunar Owls.
Well, that's the right call because obviously Azare Stevens blocked the shot, so the ball went out of bounds. It belongs to Lunar Owls, but only 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yes, new reset, but it's picked off. Kalia Copper, pull up, money. 10 points for Ka Copper.
Nice heads-up play for Kalia Copper.
Diggins Smith wants to play in the schoolyard. Thought about the wraparound pass with 5 on the shot clock. Collier, she's already made a 3 today. Offensive rebound, Diggins Smith. Williams, swing it. Collier.
Nice execution. Shot's not falling, but that was great execution and passes both teams. But come on, Ka! KFC is getting hot again. And that's exactly what the Rose will need to get in this ball game.
There's Collier and the foul. A chance for 3 at the line.
Collier able just to listen. Queen Fee responds, 22 points, taking the ball to the basket. Nice crossover, uses the body so well. And there's nothing Azare Stevens could do. Even at 6'6", Fee doing an exceptional job of using her body and getting to the basket.
We've had a ton of and ones in this game. Collier now 10 of 16 from the field. And now 2 for 2 from the line. That's 1 point added to her total, 23 points. She had 27 in the victory last night. Stevens gets 2 back, 8-point game.
The point guard is coming alive. Nice bounce pass to Stevens, going to the basket. They wanted to close this lead before the half, but Nafisa Collier says absolutely not. 25 points for Nafisa Collier.
There's the chemistry that Allie heard from Courtney about. Skip pass to Sykes, in and out. Tracked down by Diggins Smith. The shot clock and game clock mirror each other. Maybe a fraction of a second difference. Now it's Diggins Smith orchestrating the offense. Down to 5. Williams takes a peek at the clock. Courtney Williams wants to go to work here. Up fake, throws it over the head of Collier.
That's probably the first moment that I saw fatigue set in for their team, but an excellent job by the Lunar Owls all the way down the stretch.
Well, we saw Laces earlier today hit 50 points at half, 49 on the second day of a back-to-back for Lunar Owls, 25 from Collier, 15 from Gray. Stay tuned for Unrivaled Halftime, presented by Ford.
Unrivaled Halftime is brought to you by Ford. Built Ford proud.
And welcome back inside Wayfair Arena. Brendan Glasheen with the Hall of Famer Lisa Leslie. We have Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Second night of a back-to-back. Lunar Owls, they still look like a well-oiled machine. The vision of the Owl has been demonstrated by these players. Nafisa Collier, the co-founder, she not only founded this league, but she's pretty good at it too.
She's amazing, and she's dominating on the inside. And what I love about the Lunar Owls is they understand exactly where they want to get the ball. They get the ball to her in ways that, listen, she posts up and she takes advantage of the smalls, but she can also knock it down from the outside.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that first half by Owls as well as Rose in search of its first win of the season. Collier being fed inside, the tone setter for the Owls.
She's definitely the tone setter, but listen, Alicia Gray, who was also getting hot, has 15 points. She puts a lot of pressure when it comes to her able to get to the basket, but also her defense, the deflections, everything was going right for the Lunar Owls. The only thing they haven't done is really get Skylar Dickens going, but we'll talk about that. But when they look at the Rose, what could they do better? Kalia getting to the basket, a little bit more of her, but Chelsea Gray, that's the player where I would look for them. Azurá Stevens had 9 points as well. Overall, just a tough matchup. Both teams on a back-to-back, so there's no excuses.
Yeah, Ka Copper had 24 points for Rose, and glad you mentioned Gray, who flirted with a triple-double in yesterday's game. She had 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists, just 4 points for Gray in the second quarter. So how do they get Gray going?
I think getting Gray in the game, and maybe the two-man game might work a little bit more with her and Stevens. Stevens been doing great rolling to the basket. They don't really have another big that's tall enough to stop her. Maybe looking for those mismatches there for them. But Gray, again, she's a bucket. She only has 4 points. She's got to score more.
And Skylar Diggins-Smith with a goose egg, but Owls up by 10. Who knows what that might look like? Some opportunities might open up for her in the second half. Here at Wayfair Arena, Unrivaled on TruTV. We have more coming your way. It's been an excellent weekend, the inaugural season. We'll be back to Miami right after this. Back in Miami, Florida, the best players in women's professional basketball all taking part in a brand new style. It's Unrivaled on TruTV. Nafisa Collier, one of the co-founders, 25 points in the first half of action. We're getting you set for a great second half. Brendan Glasheen with Lisa Leslie, the Hall of Famer. We'll hear from Allie LaForce in the second half Let's take a look at the keys to a comeback presented by Icy Hot. And Lisa, let's start with Rose, the team trailing down 10.
Well, Chelsea Gray can possibly help take control of this offense by maybe getting into a two-man game a little bit more with Kalia Copper. Also looking to take her shot. She only has 4 points. But when you look at Lunar Owl, listen, continue to do what you do, and that is feed the feet on the inside. Nafisa Collier, just such a smart player, high IQ, her ability to get to her Euro shot. She can figure out what she needs to do and play off of her teammates as well.
Icy Hot, the official topical pain partner of Unrivaled. Kind of a scary thought for Lunar Owls to be up 10, and Skylar Diggins-Smith has not scored. She was the go-to player to win the game, had the game-winning 3 last night. There's Natasha Cloud, who just played for the Phantom earlier today. Made their debut. Laces with an excellent offensive output to win its first game. Owls look to go to 2-0, while Rose hopes to get to 500 at 1-1. Starting trio on the floor for Owls. Diggins-Smith with a pretty pass. She threaded the needle to Fee.
Beautiful pass, and it really doesn't matter what you do because they're so unstoppable. 5 assists by Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins-Smith, top 6 in assists this past summer in the W. Reese on the putback, and she's fouled again.
Nice job. And listen, it looks like maybe Coach Nolan decided, let's do exactly what they're doing to us. They did a nice pick and roll, same exact play. Angel Reese down low with the miss, but she's such an excellent rebounder, so fast to get back to the ball. Rose 0 for 2 from free throw today.
Including Reese, who is 0 for 1, makes that one count, was 2 for 2 last night. And just like we saw in last night's comeback bid by Rose, they're hanging around, down 10. Collier with 25, working, falling away. Nearly tracked it down. Gray, 3. Copper is there for the board.
And it's going to be important for Rose to really lock in on every single possession. That rebounding is going to be crucial for them. And there, Angel Reese again, getting her hand on the ball, staying active.
Chelsea Gray feeds Reese. This is a duo fans are excited to see. Angel Reese sticks with it.
And Angel Reese down low, doing what she does, putting the ball up. I wish she would just shoot it a little bit higher off the glass for more accuracy, but she'll get there. This is what the whole purpose of the Unrivaled League is to continue to improve skills. As Kalia Copper, KFC is cooking right now. She has 14 points.
Copper, that was crafty. She was looking for a whistle, didn't get it. Rose within 6. Diggins-Smith, a long 2 is true. First points for Skylar Diggins-Smith this afternoon.
Well, I talked about Lunar Owls getting her going, and this is the perfect time for Skylar Diggins-Smith to get involved.
She's got 5 dimes today, looking for her teammates. Meanwhile, Rose gets a foul committed.
Leah Copper with the up and under the finish. Oh, Nafisa Collier. So athletic. Her ability to get to the basket and finish is one of the reasons why Team USA took her in the Olympics, and she did such a great job stepping up defensively, especially in that gold medal game.
In Unrivaled, free throws, when you're fouled on a 2-point try, it's 1 for 2 points. So Gray makes it a 6-point game. Diggins-Smith matched up by Copper in a low defensive stance. Skylar Diggins-Smith, a fierce competitor with blazing speed, tracked down by Austin. And Gray is fouled. I'm not sure what that was that fell on the floor. It came off someone's shorts or something, but they picked it up.
Chelsea Gray cannot believe the foul call, but Alicia Gray is unbothered and at the free throw line, ready to shoot 2.
Alicia Gray said of the opportunity to join Unrivaled, "We are getting the treatment we deserve." She is loving this experience. really flirted with the idea of going overseas. Gray had it stripped. Diggins Smith shoots out of a cannon. And a foul. Wait a minute. We're going to stay over here.
Azare Stevens was out of bounds and jumped inbounds to get that ball, which is not legal. So ball's back to Lunar Owls.
Shakira Austin fouled by Copper. It's her first of the day. And the second on Rose as a team here in the third. Lisa, as we've emphasized to our audience, third quarters are so important. Especially, well, really for both teams. For Lunar Owls, you extend the lead, you make it more difficult for Rose to muster a comeback with that winning score fourth quarter. And if you're Rose, cut it as close as you can to make it so you don't need as many points in the fourth.
Absolutely, and I think Rose doing a much better job of really controlling the possessions. We talked about Chelsea Gray being able to do that, and she's doing that.
Gray has finished top 10 in assists the last 8 seasons as a pro. Feed Stevens, draws 2. Austin gets a paw in there. 3 to shoot. Gray wrap around in the nick of time to Sykes. What a pass.
That's the point guard right there, and that's what I told you Rose has to do. Let Chelsea Gray control the tempo of the offense and exactly which plays they're going to run. Yes, it may not be as fast as the Lunar Owls, but that's exactly what their team needs in order to get back in this ballgame.
Stevens, oh board, counted at 1. Azare Stevens, an enforcer on the old glass.
Azare Stevens doing a great job with the O board. Rose are now on a 12-4 run.
Stevens shot 82% at the free throw line this past year in LA. A chance to make it a one-possession game.
And this is exactly what we talked about, Brendan. The game, it's never out of reach. Rose right back in it, 51-55. But because of their tenacity and because of Chelsea Gray being able to really slow the tempo down, and she talked about that, sometimes finding the balance and being able to just run free-flowing, and then the times that it's when you really need to execute. And she's doing a great job of taking control of Rose basketball team right now.
Now 13-6, the quarter lead for Rose. One possession game. Williams off the feed from Austin, halfway down and out. Rebound Stevens. That's her fourth board today. Chelsea Gray with the hezzy. Looking for some help, backing down. Whoa! Chelsea Gray!
Not the no-look! Not the no-look behind the head pass.
And now Rose, an opportunity for the lead. Can she do it again? Chelsea Gray, kick it, Stevens.
But you gotta love it, Rose doing a much better job of executing their offense and getting defensive stops.
Much needed bucket for the Lunar Owls basketball club. Williams hits, lead is 3. DJ Sackman uses a timeout to give his squad a breather. Lisa, it was so good, we gotta see this again.
We do. Chelsea Gray with the no-look over-the-head pass to Stevens. Wow, you saw it. We'll be right back at Unrivaled.
Thank you to Miller Lite for being the official beer sponsor of Unrivaled. Wayfair Arena at Media Pro, Miami, Florida, the site for the best women's basketball players in the world. Game 2 of our doubleheader, Unrivaled on TruTV, has lived up to the billing. Rose has made its push, Lisa Leslie, 15-8 advantage here in the third, and it's so critical, these final 3 minutes and 5 seconds of the third quarter, to determine that winning score in untimed fourth quarter.
You're talking about the intensity level going up. This is it right here. Chelsea Gray letting it rain. She talked about getting better at her offense and being a threat more than just a passing guard, and she's doing it right now.
Gray now has 4 points in the quarter, 8 on the night. Austin, the response on the block.
Shakira will put him in the basket, big girl.
Stevens with quality minutes off the bench. How about the double big lineup now for Nola Henry, joining Gray as Chelsea pulls up. Rebound to Collier.
Yes, when you look at this lineup, she said she may try it out to see if she goes with 2 bigs. Let's see if it works for her.
2 bigs for Owls and Collier and Austin. Slingshot, kick it, Collier, back out. That Lynx connection is good!
Lynx connection for sure. Excellent pass. Collier out to Williams for the 3.
Courtney had a great conversation with Allie earlier, and it's playing out right in front of our eyes. 6-point lead for Owls until Stevens cuts it back to 3.
Okay, Stevens, I see you, big girl, on the outside from 3. Z, one of the best centers that can shoot the 3 ball here in this league.
Collier with 25, a step behind the line. Rose ball with 1:38 to play in the third. The fourth quarter is untimed. And if we see anything like we saw last night, 2 incredible finishes. The untimed fourth quarter with the winning score, 11 points, an additional 11 points for the team winning after 3 is Gray. Somehow muscles it in and 1, a chance to tie at the line.
The point guard able to get to the basket with the up and under. She takes it right into her face and able to finish. But again, Rose doing a much better job in this second half with Chelsea Gray taking the lead. She gets smacked across the hand, able to finish with the and one on the inside.
Nose being attended to. Folks, the last time this game was tied, it was early in the first quarter when it was 4-4. 30 seconds to clean that up. Gray's good to go, heading to the strike. She's 1 for 1 today. Rose as a team 3 for 5. Chelsea Gray loves the big moments. Just turned 32 years old, a 10-year pro, 6-time All-Star, 3-time champ. For the tie, she got it.
Well, I'm glad they listened to me, Brendan, at halftime. Chelsea Gray in, she's in charge. The Rose back in the game.
All 11 points, second quarter and on for Gray. Alicia Gray pull up. Friendly bounce for Alicia Gray. She's got 17, her first bucket in a while.
It has been a while for Alicia Gray. If she gets it going, she can. But I think right now she's focused more on her defense.
Gray on Gray matchup now. This is Chelsea rising. Ball back to Lunar Owls.
And this may be the time where we start to see the fatigue from the back-to-back starting to set in.
Good note.
It's going to be where each player is going to have to really think about shot selection. Do you want to settle for the 3 or get to the basket?
It becomes about muscle memory right now, right?
Absolutely.
What did you do when you were a player in terms of trying to, if you felt tired, what was your best method?
Just what you saw Queen Bee do. Get to the basket. Money is made in the paint. And the 3s, well, we'll leave that to the guards that are used to shooting the 3s. But for me, I love the fact that even Kalia Copper there, get to the basket.
27 points for Collier after a 27-point night last night. Not too shabby for the co-founder. 54 points in 2 games, plus a whole 4th quarter to go. This is Copper at the line, 1 for 2.
Another thing, Brendan, you think about is just getting to the line. The opportunity to get here is to slow it down, to get you a free shot, and to get 2 points. The fact that there's been so many, not a ton, but missed free throws is truly considered a missed opportunity.
Copper's a good free throw shooter too, 79% her career. Alicia Gray is like, really? The disrespect, too much space. Lead back up to 6. Wow, Rose just tied this game moments ago. 19 for Alicia Gray. Angel Reese taking it to Collier. Crossover move. Reese lost the dribble, 1 second on the shot clock. Did Copper get it off? They will say she did. Count that bucket for Copper. Down to 4. Williams with 2. Courtney Williams steps through. Huge stop for Rose at the conclusion of the 3rd. 79 is now the winning score. Established by Lunar Owls, aiming for a 2-0 start in the inaugural weekend of Unrivaled on TruTV. We'll be back for the untimed winning score, 4th quarter. Unrivaled on TruTV is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 68-62, Kalia Copper, the last field goal made before we went to commercial break has been wiped off. It was a shot clock violation, so no bucket for Copper. The deficit 6. The winning score is 79. Lunar Owls a 6-point lead as we begin the commercial-free 4th quarter. It's brought to you by AT&T. Reese, Copper, and Sykes, the trio for Rose. Williams, Gray, and Collier for Owls. After the turnover. Nice feed into Fee. 70-62.
Excellent connection. They are able to link up, pun intended. Williams to Collier. on the inside.
That was good. I like that one, Lisa. Oh, Collier pulled the jersey of Sykes. That's the third foul on Nafisa Collier. Brittany Sykes is thinking I should be at the line here. We'll say side out of bounds. Again, folks, 79 is the winning score. The first team to reach that mark or exceed 79 points wins the game. This time, it's Sykes fouled in the act of shooting. One free throw for 2 points for the veteran guard, Brittany Sykes.
So right now, Rose giving Chelsea Gray a rest and still trying to execute their offense. I like what I'm seeing thus far. The fact that they're setting something up every single time down the floor really gives them a better opportunity to score.
Sykes knocks it down. Rose now 5 of 8 at the line as a team. That's a 2-point make. It's now a 6-point game. 10 points for Sykes. Alicia Gray crossover. Are you serious? Alicia Gray along 2.
That was nasty, is all I can say.
Oh, the two-handed stuff by the Queen. Welcome to my throne, Nafisa Collier, denying Reese.
Queen Fee able to get a hand on that ball. And Reese got to pull it in just a little bit tighter. Can't leave it hanging out there for the defense.
It was a rude awakening. So now Owls within 7 points of the winning score. We had a foul away from the ball before the ball was inbounded. So that results in a free throw for Sykes. One free throw for 1 point here for Sykes. Again, that foul was committed before the ball was inbounded.
And I'm sure the teams will take note of that. Like, let's not make that happen because you don't want to give away 3 points, especially in the 4th quarter.
Especially for Owls. That one might come back and bite you. Copper pull up, can't bank it in. Offensive rebound, Sykes from the elbow, converts. Brittany Sykes is starting to find her rhythm. She has 13, it's a 5-point game. Rose within 12 of the winning score. Owls need 7. We're going the other way.
And I like what Coach Nola is doing right here with her defense. You put 2 of your toughest defenders in the game right now with Sykes and Copper. And listen, maybe you don't have Chelsea Gray right now to run the play, but you definitely can get some defensive stops.
Now the 4th foul committed by Collier.
Man. Oh. Or what? Swing.
Nola Henry coaching her team on the fly. Skylar Diggins-Smith is heading to the scorer's table. Remember, she hit the game winner last night for Lunar Owls. Collier. Gray uses the screen. Tried to lead Collier. Letting them play a bit now. Last touched by Rose. And here comes Skylar Diggins-Smith in for Courtney Williams.
I think the biggest challenge right here is when you don't have a true point guard and playmaker on the floor, that you have your wings learning to run these positions and become the playmakers for these teams. They will continue to get better and better and connect on these pick and rolls.
Lunar Owls use a timeout. Each team has a 60-second timeout in each half. Listen.
Come on the Chelsea side. Hammer. You should have a wide open 3. If not, let's go some more thumb. Let's go some more thumb.
Defense, get stopped. Rose on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Rose. I want to get Z.
All right, just a 30-second breather. 30-second timeout for each club for the entire game. Owls ball, leading by 5. 4th quarter is untimed, but there is still a shot clock. 10 on the timer for the Owls. Diggins-Smith is back in the game. She's been an exceptional passer today with 4 assists. 2 on the shot clock, but Diggins-Smith stepped out of bounds.
All right, looking ahead at Rose, it's going to be important for them to get a nice play here. Executed down the stretch. Chelsea Gray back in the game.
Inside position for Reese, grabs her own miss, and a foul. That's the 5th on Collier here in the 4th quarter. The 4th as a team against Lunar Owls.
The physicality of Angel Reese down low, able to shoot and get her rebound is really a tough problem, has forced Collier into getting into foul trouble trying to defend her.
And the challenge is being utilized by Lunar Owls to keep Collier from being in danger of fouling out of this game. Right now she's got 5. The goal, of course, to win this challenge and bring her back down to 4.
And I didn't think there was much contact on that, but you know, the officials see the game and call it the way they want. But again, Angel Reese, she's gonna continue to get better with her ability to finish down low, but her ability to rebound is really outstanding.
So it's you here, Chelsea. Slim, Angel, come set it, right? Set it, Slim, get to the corner. Back door, back door, back door, back door. We can get him with a burn. We need more stops. Empty out in front. Did she value? So be ready to make free throws. Thank you. Make free throws.
Okay, we just got word from the officiating crew, an unsuccessful challenge. So Reese is at the line for 1 free throw worth 2 points. Today, Angel Reese is 1 of 2. This is to make it a 1-possession game. It remains a 5-point game. Winning score is 79. Nola Henry told her team, we've got to make free throws. Rose has missed 4. Collier with a nice snag. Kick it to Diggins Smith. She is made for the Heroics here in Miami. 7 for Diggins Smith, all in the second half. Lunar Owls within 4 of the winning score. Gray against Gray. Behind the back pass, kept in bounds by Diggins Smith. Sykes, heads up play at half court.
The intensity level is very high as Lunar Owls 75 points. They can smell victory. And the Rose are doing everything they can to slow them down.
Collier is fed a foul before the shot committed by Brittany Sykes. That is her 4th. And the 2nd on Rose as a team here in the 4th quarter. Had one to give, so side out. You can tell Collier is looking to dominate now in the paint. Queen Fee with 29, Spinorama, Nafisa Collier's got 31. And Owls within 2 of the winning score. They can win it on their next trip down.
And this is a tough challenge that Rose has because they decided to go small with Sykes and Copper on the floor. Nafisa Collier able to take full advantage of the size difference and finish on the inside.
It's a great call out, Lisa. See if they can use their quickness now offensively to score. As Gray heaves a 3 and hits. 77-70. But Owls can win it on this trip. Can Skylar Diggins Smith do it again? She's on the move for the win. She is fouled. A free throw make by Skylar Diggins Smith brings Lunar Owls to 2-0.
That was a great job getting downhill for Skylar Diggins Smith. She understands the moment. She knows they only needed 2 points, and she did her best to get to the basket to draw that foul.
Skylar Diggins Smith has not shot a free throw today. A career 85% free throw shooter in her 10-year professional career. This is for the win. She got it. She's made for the moment. Diggins Smith and Lunar Owls are 2-0 in the inaugural season of Unrivaled.
Skylar Diggins-Smith calls game twice in a row, able to finish for the win for Lunar Owls, who advanced to 2-0. All net, she calls game. Like, this is just what I do.
This is business. Not as animated as she was last night when she was skipping up the floor after hitting a huge three to muster a comeback. Lunar Owls, hey, they held off Rose. They knew what it felt like to have a come-from-behind win. So big-time stuff by Skylar Diggins-Smith. She scored all 9 of her points in the second half of action.
Yeah, and I thought overall, from start to finish, Lunar Owls were just the better team. They did a great job of executing their offense. Alicia Great started off really on fire, had 15 in the first half. Then Nafisa Collier, Queen Bee, she just continues to do what she does. 31 points. She's unstoppable, and we've yet to see her really, where's her weakness? I'm not quite sure, because what she's able to do offensively, inside, outside, the step through, taking advantage of the smalls. She really is an excellent player, and the Unrivaled League was made for her.
Collier with 31. She scored 27 last night. 31, 6 and 4. She's with Allie.
Well, Fee, that was incredible. 31 points, and the 3-ball wasn't even falling for you. I mean, your potential is sky high in this league. What are you loving about this 3-on-3 so far?
Just the space, you know, especially for my position. I love to work in the paint, so having 2 less people clogging it up, well, 4 less people clogging it up, it's really fun.
Well, Skylar Diggins hadn't even scored, and you guys were still up 10. So describe just the chemistry that you've picked up so quickly on this team.
I think, you know, this is 2 games in a row that she closed the game for Gus. So it's really anyone on any night that can go off, and I think that's what makes our team special.
You're just saving Diggs for the 4th quarter, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what are you looking forward to most?
In the rest of the season?
Yes.
More of this. You know, we start off really hot. It's so fun to play. I hope everyone's having as much fun watching. Yep. You guys better be betting on the Owls. Hooty-hoo!
Thanks for leading the way, Pete.
It's great stuff by Collier. The co-founder should be very proud. The assist of the game is presented by State Farm, and this one was a doozy by Chelsea Gordon.
Excellent. The point guard with the ball, the behind the head pass. Unbelievable, but she does have a few sets of eyes, and there, Azarae Stevens, the recipient of the point guard's pass, able to finish.
So Owls improve to 2-0. They defeat Rose this afternoon, 79-70. Our producer is Damon Fisher. Dave Kamen's our director. Statistician Casey Colebrook. For Allie LaForce, Lisa Leslie, the Hall of Famer, and our entire team, I'm Brendan Glasheen. Join us Monday on TNT at 8 o'clock in the studio in Atlanta. 8:30 tip for Vinyl and Phantom. 9:30 Laces and Mist. Unrivaled on Turner Sports. Thanks for joining us, and have a great rest of your day. So long.